Welcome, Never Betters, to my YouTube channel. I'm Susan, and this is Buddy Sherman. We are so grateful you're here. So today I've prepared a 45-minute Power Vinyasa Flow yoga class for you, all about movement and message. In the flow, we're going to move in and out of different variations of lizard pose. The message is about letting go of control. I hope you enjoy. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, push the bell for future notifications, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get after the best version of you today. If you follow me at Never Better Yoga on Spotify, we're going to go ahead and press the start button for today's playlist all together right now. Then come with me to the top of your mat. Let your feet just be the width of your hips. So a lot of times we think that's further than it is. Just a few inches. You can kind of even look down to make sure your feet and everything are stacking up. So you've got your feet, your ankles, your knees, your hips. Go ahead and shrug your shoulders up, roll them down the back, and just stand in mountain pose. As tall as you can, letting the crown of the head, almost like someone's pulling you upward with a string to lengthen your spine. Now soften the space around your eyes. Close your eyes down and bring your hands in prayer style right at heart center, and then draw your chin down towards your chest. Now in this posture, you probably are experiencing a little bit of sway and movement. Rather than fight that, just move with that sway. And as you get more settled in this stance, see if you can take out any fidgeting you might have, any adjusting, and draw into a place of stillness. So today we are focusing in today's practice on letting control go. We don't find peace in the fight, but in the flow. So if that brings to mind an intention, it could be a wish or a prayer that you would like to dedicate your practice today towards, go ahead and let that be sealed right into your heart with that Anjali Mudra gesture of your hands. You're pressing together and sealing. So you're connecting to that intention, and then as you move in and out of your breath in your practice today, that intention will flow along with you. Then open your eyes up, reach your arms up, create just a V with extended arms as you shift your gaze up, but let your shoulders draw down the back side of your body. Just looking up, breathing in, and then taking both of your hands into your imaginary back pockets, drawing your elbows together and lifting your heart up as you reach and stretch your neck out, lifting up and back, opening the front body. Now, hands on hips, go ahead and lean over to the right. Take the right hand and slide it down the right thigh. Let the left elbow lift, and as the left arm comes up, reach up and overhead. You're sliding down for a side bend. Now, hands come back to your hips and rotate your upper body up and over toward the right side of the house. Now come back to center, rotate up and over towards the left, drawing the right hip back, and then back to the center. Slide that left hand of yours down the side of your outside leg, and right arm comes up and over as you lean up and over to the left for that lateral bend. Now back to the center, both hands in your imaginary back pockets, retract your shoulders. Let your sternum or your breastbone be lifted up as you stretch your neck, the throat chakra lifting up and back. Now, hands on your waist, soften your knees. Hinge at the waist, bend and fold. Heel toe your feet all the way to the width of the mat. Put a softness in your knees. Capture one hand on each bicep and ignite a little ragdoll shift. So just start to let the crown of your head hang nice and heavy, and kind of weave over to the right and to the left, creating a figure 8 as you capture each hand on the opposite bicep, hanging in ragdoll, just like a ragdoll would. Crown of your head is heavy. See if you can move into the flow, not fighting it, but moving with your breath. Can almost visualize when you're fighting things, fighting the things that come upon us in life, fighting almost an internal war sometimes, where it's almost like swimming or going in a boat upstream, using your oars, fighting that flow. But today, make that conscious decision to just go with the flow. There are things we can control, things that are our own business. We can control our attitude, we can control our responses to things, but we cannot control people, places, and things. So shake out anything in between your ears that could possibly hinder your practice today. Any stinking thinking, any doubt we can do without, any anxiety, anything you're worried about, just let it spill right out onto your mat. Drawing that yes in as we act on that surrender attitude where we let go of things that we cannot control. We go with the flow. Rather than fighting it, trying to use those oars, going upstream in that boat. Now we're going to take that float right down that same pathway of water, but there's going to be an ease. So let that draw right into your being today. And then keep your feet wide, hands on your shins. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, elbows go wide, physically pull yourself together. Do that 2 more times. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Pull into the fold. 1 more time. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Keep your feet wide where they are. Root to rise. Come all the way to standing. Slide the right hand down your right thigh. Left arm up and over for that side bend. Now slip the left hand behind your ear. Put your right hand on your hip. Left elbow over to the right, standing. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, cross back over. Inhale, open and expand. Move slow and smooth. Exhale, dive in. Reach back up. Create that V with your arms as you look up. Slide the left hand down your left thigh, right arm up and overhead. Slip the right finger pads behind your right ear. Left hand comes to your hip. Cross over, right elbow toward left. Inhale, open up. Exhale, dive back in. Inhale, open up. Exhale, dive back in. Inhale, rise back up. This time, left hand forward, right hand back. Right hand into right hip pocket. Left bicep by cheekbone, arc up and back. Reach the arms back up to that V. Right hand forward, left hand back. Pull the right hip back. Left hand hip pocket. Reach up and back. Now, heel toe your feet all the way together at the top of your mat as you bring your hands to heart center. Sweep your arms out and up on the inhale. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold as you bow over your legs. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. On the breath out, step the right foot back, dip the right knee down, offer your arms up, breathe in. Tee the arms, breathe out as your hips dip. You're opening the right hip flexor. And now lace your hands, if possible, behind your back. Slide them down the inside of the right hamstring as you tip your gaze up. Release that connection. Pop the right kneecap up, pyramid pose. Take a halfway lift on the inhale. Pull back on that left hip crease as you bow over that left front leg. Now go ahead and plant your hands to slide the left knee back to the right, coming into cat and cow. Now, if there's a better way, perhaps having your forearms down, perhaps using your fists, or maybe even putting your hands on blocks, then so be it. But go ahead and pull your navel really into your spine as you round your back and tuck your chin. And then inhale on the arch as you tilt your tail up, melt your shoulder blades, and draw that arch in your back. Now move through those two moves, exhaling on the round and hollow, inhaling as you soften and melt. And then go ahead and tuck your toes under, walk your hands back to your feet at the back of your mat, and then go ahead and let your arms sweep out and up. Create that V of your arms on top. Right hand, right hip, left arm up and over. Slide the right hand down your right thigh. Pull the right hand back to your right hip. Slip the left finger pads behind your ear. Exhale, left elbow toward right knee. This time, bow down. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, hips toward heels, left elbow on the outside of the right thigh. Inhale, rise up. Right hand is on your hip. Exhale, dive back in. Inhale, rise up. V your arms, look up. Left hand, left hip, right arm up and overhead. Breathe. Slide the left hand down. Get a little further of a bend, really expanding the right rib cage, getting those intercostal muscles. Now, left hand comes back to your left hip. Right hand slips behind your ear. Now, exhale, right elbow to the outside, if possible, to the left leg. Inhale back up or just head in that direction. Let go of control. How do we learn the art of surrendering? Surrendering is complete acceptance of what is. What is? Now dive back down and hold. Now when you rise up, go ahead and tee the arms again. Both hands are going to go in your imaginary hip pockets. You could point your toes, rise the heart up. Ustrasana, camel pose variation as we're warming up towards that, opening the front body. Now, hands right back down on your mat. You're going to go chin, chest, belly as you slither on down. Letting your arms come out to T. So you're laying on your belly prone. Your arms are in a T. You're going to bend your right leg. Bend your right arm and propel yourself up and over as you expand the right arm back, opening the front body. Now you've got options. You could connect right hand to right foot for that Shavasana variation. You could use the right leg as a kickstand, or you could even have your right hand on your hip. Breathe. Now come back to that T. Move slowly, expanding your arms. Your wings go out from your shoulders. Your tops of your feet are down. You can even tap them on your mat. And then left leg is going to bend. Left finger pads draw in as the elbow bends. And you propel yourself up and over onto the right hip. Left arm lifts, maybe comes up and back. Maybe left hand, left hip. Other option, if you want that Shavasana connection, that's always available as well. Breathe. Beautiful options. This time when you come around, forearms come down, so you're going to find Sphinx pose, lifting the heart up, breathe in. Lowering your chin down, breathe out. Do that again. Rise up, bringing your forearms towards you as your heart draws away. Soften your face. Press into the tops of your feet as you lift the heart a tins higher. Lower back down. One more time. Now this time maybe baby seal as your elbows lift. The tops of your feet are pressing in. Breathe in. Lower back down. Now hands by your ribs, tuck your feet under. We're going to come right to cat. Round the back, tuck the chin. Drop your forearms, cow as you look up. Do that again. Cat, round the back, tuck the chin. Drop the forearms, look up, cow. Now lift the elbows up, shift forward, chin, chest, belly, slither down, roll your shoulder heads up and back. As you tuck your toes, find your way to downward facing dog. Now in your down dog, pedal through your feet a little bit, shifting your heels back behind your second and third toe. You're going to go ahead and lift your right leg up, back behind your body, long, straight, and strong. Now exhale, right knee right up the center line. Inhale, stretch the right leg, strong, long back. Right knee, right tricep. Inhale, stretch it long, straight, and strong. Right knee, left tricep, work the oblique. Stretch it up and back. This time roll open at the hip. Right foot is going to step outside the right pinky finger for high lizard. Yes, now spin the outer edge of the left foot down. This is a little variation. Draw your hips in the opposite direction. So you're going to work a long line of energy on your spine. Drawing that diagonal, your fingertips walk forward, your tailbone draws back. Then go ahead and come back, drop the left knee. Open up the right inner thigh by even possibly mahaing the right foot, that pinky edge side. As you push the inner thigh away, your heart travels in the opposite direction. Now, if you would prefer a little more, sweep the right arm back, bend the left leg, and catch it with your hand as your heart opens up. Release that connection, pop the left kneecap up, dig the right heel in for a little modified pyramid. So your hands are on the inside of the right leg. Right toes are lifted, right heel's digging in. Now plant the right foot, left foot comes parallel, bend your knees, reach your arms forward for half of a chair. A wide-legged stance. Brush and sweep your wings back, extend your legs, bow down. Go back to that half of a chair posture, breathe in. Brush and sweep, breathe out. Now a little pep in the action. Inhale forward, exhale, brush and sweep. Inhale forward, exhale, brush and sweep. Now visualize anything not serving you. Brush and sweep it away. Rather than fighting, we want to try to go with the flow. I think one of the reasons we try to control things is because we're afraid of what will happen if we don't. But control is rooted in fear. So what is it? You might even ask yourself a few questions. What is it that we're afraid of? What is it? Sometimes if we can identify it, then we can get rid of it and realize that the only things we can control are usually our own business. Whose business are we minding? Are we minding our own business? Or are we trying to control what other people do, what other people say, how other people act, where other people go? Okay, now I think we get the idea. Fold over your legs and shake your head out again. Heel toe your feet all the way together. Rise up, breathe in. Hands to heart center, breathe out. Reach your arms back out and up. Right hand, right hip, left arm up and over, side bend. Slide the right arm down, gaze up and under the left arm. Right hand comes back to your right hip. Left hand sneaks behind your ear. Exhale, dive across. Inhale, open up. Exhale, dive across. Inhale, open up. One more time. Exhale, dive across. Inhale, open up. V the arms, look up. Things are looking up. Left hand, left hip, right arm up and over, side bend. Slide the left hand down. Breathe. Pull the left hand back up. Right fingertips behind your right ear. Exhale, dive across. Inhale, open up. Exhale, dive across. Inhale, open up. Third time's a charm. Exhale, dive across. Inhale, open up. Left hand forward, right hand back. Right hand hip pocket. Arc up and back. Oh, the front body is opening. Breathe in. We're going with the flow. Right hand forward, left hand back. Left hand hip pocket. Peace isn't in the fight. It's in the flow. Reach up and back. Let it flow. Let it go. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold. Take a halfway lift. Step your left leg back. On its own track of train, dip the back left knee down. Take your time. Rise your arms up as you hug the sole of the right foot towards the left knee. Breathe in. Tee your arms. Breathe out as your hips sink. Shift your gaze high. Lace your hands as you pull back on that left hip. Slide the hands on the inside of the left hamstring. Then maybe dip deeper, center of gravity, drawing right down to the middle. Release that connection. Go ahead and tuck those left toes under. Draw up and back for pyramid pose. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out as you fold over that right leg. Now go ahead and soften the right knee. Plant your hands, slide the right leg back to bring you onto hands and knees. Round the back, tuck the chin. Drop your forearms for cow, look up. Exhale, navel to spine, elbows lift, cat. Inhale, drop the forearms, arch the back, look up. One last time, exhale, pull your navel into your spine. Inhale, drop the forearms, arch the back. Now tuck your toes under, walk your hands up your thighs at the back of the house. Sweep your wings out and up, breathe in. Now left hand, left hip, right arm up and overhead. Slide your left hand down the left side of your body. Slip the left hand back up to your hip. Right fingertips behind your ear. Exhale, take that cross dive to the outside of the right leg. Breathe in, open up. Exhale, dive back in, breathe out. Inhale, create a sound that you can hear. Exhale, dive back in. Inhale, open up, V your arms on top, look up, breathe in. Right hand, right hip, left arm up and overhead. Slide the right hand down, that side body bend. Right hand comes back up to your hip, left fingertips behind. Exhale, dive across the right thigh as your hips head towards your heels. Inhale, open up to this day. Exhale, dive back in. Inhale, open up. Exhale, dive back in. Inhale, open up. V your arms, look up. Slip your hands into your back pockets. Point your toes, retract your shoulders. Look up for Ustrasana camel pose. Up and back, open the front body. So tapping into that serenity prayer, changing the things that we can change, the things that need to be changed, accepting the things that cannot be changed, and then the wisdom is knowing the difference between the two. Hands on hips. Bend at the waist. Hands reach out, hands and knees. Go chin, chest, belly, slither down. Retract your shoulders, lift up, back bend of choice. Tuck your toes, up and back you go, down dog. Left leg lifts, reach back long, straight and strong. Left knee right up the center line. Round your back, tuck your chin. Inhale, stretch the left leg back long, straight and strong. Left knee, inner tricep. Stretch it on back. Left knee, right tricep. Stretch it on back. Roll open at the hip. Bend the knee, flex the foot, spread the toes. Step that left foot of yours outside the left pinky finger. Drop the outer edge of the right foot. Draw your hips back as you reach in the opposite direction. Breathe. See how long you can make your spine. Now travel back. Right hand on your mat. Right heel lifts. Drop the right knee down and then work the opening on the inner thigh on the left leg. Breathe. Whew. So control is a result of being attached to a specific outcome, as if we know for sure what is the best outcome for us. When we trust that we're okay no matter what circumstances come our way, then we don't have to be micromanagers of the universe. Woo! Open up. Now, if you want more, right hand sweeps back, left hand sweeps back to a bent right leg. Open it up. Ah, the energy of surrender accomplishes so much more than the energy of control. Release that connection. Tuck the right toes under. Pop the right kneecap up. Draw up and back for that modified variation of pyramid. You're digging the left heel in. Breathe in and breathe out on the fold. Plant that left foot, right foot comes up to join that half a baby wide stance seat, half a seat, reaching forward. Brush and sweep as your wings draw back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, brush and sweep on the bow. Keep that going. Inhale, exhale. One breath, one move. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Two more. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. This time, stay in the fold. Can you lace your hands behind your back? If not, just place your hands on your sacrum, one on top of each other. Keep your hands connected to your sacrum. Bend the right knee more and twist open to the left. Now, pull the right hip back and extend it. Bend the left, twist open to the right. Now, release the connection of your hands. Heel toe your feet all the way together and rise all the way up. Breathe in. Hands to heart center. Breathe out. Lift the right leg up into tree posture. Now, maybe it's on the left calf. Maybe it's stacked on top of the foot. Maybe you carry it to the inner thigh. You choose, you decide, but find tree at the top of your mat, getting grounded and rooted in surrender. Letting go of control. It's not like we ever really had a lot of it anyway. Now, sweep the right leg back, bend the left leg, wings go back, and then step it into that high crescent lunge. Breathe in. Right hand forward, left hand back. Left hand behind the right hamstring. Arc up and back. Ring it out on the twist. Right upper arm. We've been working that twist to the outside of the left front thigh. Beautiful. Now, nice and slow, second warrior, come up and around. Turn your second warrior into stargazer. Heels in, toes out, gaze up. Left hand, right shin, rainbow to the back of the house. Stay low, go ahead and float up. Half moon pose at the top of the mat. Left leg down, right leg lifts. Maybe that Shavasana variation. Breathe. Right arm up and overhead. Extend the right leg back. Can you lift the left arm and then step back, second warrior again? Flip the left palm this time for peace. Windmill your hands down. Move yourself through vinyasa or take that flow right out. Meet back in down dog. Let your right leg elevate up. Roll open at the hip. Knee to nose one time. Step the right foot up. Dip the left knee down. Offer your arms up. Part the arms on top. Left hand forward, right hand back. Right hand behind the left hamstring, exalted up and back. This time, windmill your hands, come into triangle by pulling the right hip back, rooting down through the outer edge of the left foot and levitating the left arm up. Breathe. Float up, L shape at the top of the house, balancing on the right leg. Left inner knee, left tricep. Stretch it back, L shape. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Stretch it on back. One more time. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Set it down next to the right. This time feet are together. Back to that half of a chair with feet together this time. Brush and sweep your wings back. Bow down. Inhale, reach forward, tailbone back, toes light. Exhale, brush and sweep. Inhale, reach forward. This time, rise all the way up to standing at the top of the mat. Hands to heart center. Tree on the opposite side. So you're going to go ahead and balance on the left. Pull the right up. Or is it balance on the right, pull the left up? Stable. Stable and steady. Can you lift out of the standing hip? Breathe. Take me to the river. Sweep that left leg back. Bend the right. Can you let your wings sweep back? Now this time the right leg is in front. Step back. High crescent lunge. Left hand forward, right hand back. Right hand behind the left hamstring. Arc up and back. Breathe. Wring it out. The seam of the left inner thigh lifts. You're going to twist up and over. Now, nice and slow, come around. Second warrior, find it. Bend into the right front leg. Root down on a 45-degree angle on the back left foot. Gaze over the right index finger. Heels in, toes out, gaze up. Stargazer, look up. Rainbow back of the house. Right hand, left shin, left arm lifts. Now, stay low, top of the house, float up, half moon pose. Connect to a Chapasana connection and open up. Breathe. Breathe. Release that connection. Left arm up and overhead. Can you lift up the right arm? Step back, second warrior. Flip the right palm, reverse. Windmill your hands down. Move your body through that flow, emptying your breath out. Inhaling on the rise. Exhaling as you take it back, down dog. Left leg lifts up, roll open at the hip. Knee to nose, step it forward, dip the right knee down, offer your arms up, breathe in, part your arms, breathe out, right hand forward, left hand back, left hand behind the right hamstring, arc up and back. Windmill your arms down, left hand outside the left leg, spin the outer edge of the right foot down, find triangle pose. Reach the right arm up, breathe in. Breathe. Now as you look down at the left toes, float up to that L-shaped pose. Right knee, right tricep. Stretch the right leg back. Right knee, right tricep, balancing on the left leg. Stretch the right leg back. One more time. Right knee, right tricep. Set it down next to the left. Come to that half of a chair right at the top of the house. Brush and sweep your wings back, bow down. Inhale, half a chair, reach forward. Exhale, brush and sweep. Now inhale, forward. Exhale, brush and sweep back. Choose surrender. Flows much better than trying to control everything. Reach forward, control the things that we can, control our own business. Stay out of other people's business. Support them, encourage them, show them ways that can help them surrender. Rise all the way up to standing. Hook your thumbs. Open your heart. Tee your arms on top. Hands in your side. Your back pockets. Retract the shoulders. Look up. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold. Step back onto hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. Rock your hips back to your heels. Walk your hands up. Now we're going to go into camel again. Reach out and up. Now you could either keep your toes tucked under like this, or you could point them. Variations would be hands in back pockets. Heart lifts up and back. If you wanted to try toes tucked under, reaching back, maybe one hand to each heel, that's a possibility. But it's a lifting, it's a heart lifting posture. Super slow. Point your toes. Wings come back. Bow down. Embryo pose. Just a little thank God asana, knowing that as we surrender that control. The act of surrender means that we are activating our faith. That even though we can't see the things that we are believing in, we can see them in our mind's eye. We might not see them in the physical world. We know that we know that we know that with faith, we can tap in to controlling the things that we can and letting go of the things that we can't. Now go ahead and slither forward to Sphinx pose. Hips lower, heart lifts. Breathe in. Lower back down. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in, heart lifts. Lower back down. Breathe out. Left hand reaches overhead. Physically propel yourself up and over onto your back to find happy baby. Letting your hands come to the outside edges of your feet. Maybe it's the outside edges of your legs. And then you're going to just take this opportunity to rock side to side. Now, can you allow your tailbone to head down closer towards your mat? Closer towards your mat. Means your spine is lengthening. And then make that shift side to side. The gift of your practice is in the shift that transpires when you're on your mat, that we have the privilege to take with us into our day, Just letting go of the fight. Thinking we're right. It's overrated. Just let go of the fight. That art of surrender, tapping into your faith, changing the things that we can, accepting the things that we cannot, and then really learning to develop that wisdom in our lives that knows the difference between the two. Because that act of surrender brings peace, it brings a sense of freedom. So if you have oars on your boat and you're paddling upstream, let's turn that boat around, drop the oars, and go with the flow. Let it go, let it flow. Slip right into our final resting posture, Shavasana, lengthening your legs out. Just letting your arms come alongside your body. And just laying down with that unwavering trust. Just having faith. Even though you can't always see things, faith is believing in things that you can't see. Calling things that are not as though you want them to be or as though they are. Now I invite you to turn the video off and stay in Shavasana if it's a possibility today for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. But if you're coming with me, just bring yourself back into your day, your renewed, restored self. The self that goes with the flow. Bring movement to your hands and your feet. And then as you bend your legs, just make that shift over onto your side. In that fetal position, and then bring yourself back up into your day, into a comfortable, sweet seat. And let's just anchor this posture by making that circular motion, really getting grounded and rooted. You can almost visualize your tailbone going down into the center of the earth. So no matter what the circumstances are that come upon you, usually the circumstances that come upon us we can't control. So let's learn to find out what are the things in our life we control. It's our response to those other things that happen. Breathe in and out through your nose. And now reverse that direction. Let go of control. Let go and flow. Now stabilize right in the center. Sweep your hands out to the sides, out and up. Carry the gifts, the graces, and the blessings you've been given. Seal them right into your heart as we act on surrendering. Seal that act of surrender into your heart. It will bring peace and freedom as we let go of control. With that peace, that love, and that clarity, we can share it with our family, friends, and loved ones. Look up. Let's finish off with one Om to home. Sip your breath in. Om. Now go on out and be a blessing. Namaste.